Manya Gupta, your tech host. The bulletin of the day starts with NASA and Microsoft that collaborate to simplify Earth data with AI chatbot. Yotta acquires IndiQuiz to boost AI and cloud capabilities. On Elon Musk's XAI raising $6 billion for NVIDIA chips and Memphis data center. Then on AI's benefits and risk, Arvind Narayan's caution at HTLS 2024. On JioStar focuses on inclusivity and innovation, says Uday Shankar. About FTC to investigate Microsoft over alleged anti-competitive practices in cloud business. Finally, about Samsung's One UI 7 beta for Android 15 faces delays and bugs. In the previous quiz, we asked you, .mov extension refers to which kind of file? Answer is video movie file. Now it's time for a daily tech question. Here's the one today. Who developed Yahoo? So confident you got the answer? Drop your guess in the comments below. Tune into tomorrow's bulletin to find out if you nailed it. Starting up with the news section, NASA and Microsoft have joined forces to create Earth Copilot, an AI-powered chatbot designed to make NASA's complex Earth science data accessible to everyone. Built using Microsoft's Azure cloud platform, Earth Copilot leverages natural language processing to allow users to query NASA's vast geospatial data repository in plain language. This innovation aims to simplify access to vital Earth-related information, traditionally limited to researchers due to its technical complexity. Currently in its prototype phase, Earth Copilot is being tested by NASA scientists and researchers. So it will eventually integrate into NASA's visualization, exploration and data analysis, that is VEDA platform, which provides access to geospatial datasets. Users will soon be able to ask questions like, what was the impact of Hurricane Lan on Sanibel Island? And receive simplified, easy to understand insights. So by opening up geospatial data to scientists, educators, policymakers and the public, initiative is set to revolutionize how we understand and analyze Earth's dynamic systems. Next, we have Yotta Data Services, which has acquired IndiQuiz Technologies, the parent company of Apiculus, to bolster its sovereign cloud and artificial intelligence capabilities while reducing reliance on foreign enterprises for India's digital transformation. The acquisition aims to expand Yotta's cloud and AI portfolio by developing an AI cloud platform and enhancing digital infrastructure for businesses. Sunil Gupta, CEO of Yotta, highlighted the move as a step towards creating a comprehensive platform for AI and cloud services, accelerating innovation for enterprise. IndiQuiz founders Sunandu Bhattacharya and KB Shiv Kumar will join Yotta as a Chief Revenue Officer and Chief Innovation Officer respectively, focusing on cloud AI and hyperscaling strategies. The deal enables Yotta to offer sovereign compute cloud services, AI platforms, model marketplaces, high-performance GPUs, and advanced networking, solidifying its position in India's cloud and AI ecosystem. Next, we have about Elon Musk's AI company XAI, which is raising up to $6 billion to a $50 billion valuation to acquire 100,000 NVIDIA chips for its Memphis data center. The funding round, expected to close early next week, will include $5 billion from sovereign funds in the Middle East and $1 billion from other investors. Chips will support Tesla's full self-driving system via the new supercomputer. XAI, which Musk launched in 2023, aims to compete with AI giants like OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic. Additionally, Musk is reportedly working with incoming Trump administration on AI policies, with Trump planning to repeal Biden's executive order on AI development. Next, at the Hindustan Times Leadership Summit 2024, Arvind Narayanan, professor of computer science at Princeton University, highlighted the dual-edged nature of artificial intelligence. While acknowledging AI's transformative benefits, such as its increased accessibility for individuals and small business, he cautioned about accompanying risk. Narayanan emphasized that democratization of AI, making powerful systems available to the public, also opens the door for misuse and ethical concerns. He stressed the need for regulation to address these issues, acknowledging that bad actors will always exist. Further, Narayanan pointed out the ongoing challenges of bias and hallucinations in generative AI, particularly in tasks like Indian language processing, where AI models trained mostly on Western data often fall short. So while progress has been made in mitigating bias, including improvements in AI's ability to reduce hallucinations, Narayanan urged for continued efforts to ensure responsible use and global inclusivity in AI development. Next, let's talk about Uday Shankar, Vice Chairperson of the combined entity of Reliance Industry and the Walt Disney Company, JioStar, emphasized the company's commitment to reaching all sections of Indian society with its streaming products. In an interview with Bloomberg TV, Shankar stated that JioStar aims to offer services not just at the top tier of the society, but to a broader 1.4 billion people in India. He criticized the industry's focus on the top 200-300 million people and expressed his belief that the true value lies in catering to the mass market. The joint venture, valued at 70,352 rupees crore plan, it plans to offer both affordable and premium streaming models with a vision to create an alternative to traditional television. Shankar also highlighted the importance of technological innovation in monetizing content, criticizing the stagnation of traditional models reliant on subscriptions and advertisements. He emphasized JioStar's focus on innovating business models to leveraging current technological advances. Regarding potential job losses from the merger, Shankar reassured that the company's aggressive growth agenda would absorb most employees, positioning JioStar as a talent magnet. Next, we have the Federal Trade Commission (FTC), which is set to investigate Microsoft's cloud computing business for potential anti-competitive practices. The probe will focus on whether Microsoft used its market power to impose punitive licensing terms that hinder customers from moving their data away from its Azure cloud service. Alleged tactics under investigations include steep subscription fee increases, substantial exit fees, and claims that Microsoft made its Office 365 products incompatible with competing cloud platforms. FTC's investigation follows public feedback highlighting concerns about restrictive software licensing and high data transfer fees. Microsoft, with a 20% share of the global cloud market, is second behind Amazon Web Services. This investigation is a part of broader regulatory scrutiny under FTC Chair Lina Khan, who has led aggressive oversight of major tech companies. Microsoft has also faced a similar scrutiny internationally, including a UK investigation and a multi-million-dollar settlement with European cloud providers. Last but not the least, let's talk about Samsung's first beta release for One UI 7 based on Android 15, which is facing significant delays and may be riddled with bugs. Originally expected by mid-year, the update has been pushed back multiple times, with stable release now expected only in 2025 alongside the Galaxy S25. Despite these delays, reports suggest that the beta version will be far from smooth, with persistent issues identified even in the latest builds. So One UI 7, a major overhaul, brings significant visual changes and AI feature foundations, but is still struggling with bugs in its early preview. Samsung has yet to confirm when the first beta will arrive, though rumors suggest that it would land next week. So this was all for today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe IT Voice for more tech updates. Thank you.